if you think that you're only going to make $100,000 a year, then that's exactly how much you're going to make. You have to be realistic, like, well, I'm going to make $10 billion a year. Like, yeah, that's kind of crazy too. But it really is about what you think is possible for yourself. And when you are better aligned, because this is all about alignment, your thoughts and feelings align, your energy tunnel's working, you might be surprised what you can do or how much you can make or what kind of relationships you can build. Like if you think I'm always going to be alone, you are always going to be alone. Eventually that's what will happen. If you think that I'm going to get sick, eventually you're going to develop a disease. The mind is very powerful, and your feelings from your thoughts, and it really impacts everything. Your reality is your mind, your body, your emotions, and your behavior. You're making it up, guys. You're deciding what it is. You are deciding what it is every day. I decide what it is every day, and I live what I want. And I hesitate to use myself as an example because I'm a work in progress like everybody else, but think about it. When I told people that I was going to do what I was going to do, because you have to understand, I decided I was going to do this when I was younger than I even had the information to do it. People in my grad school, when I was like, no, I think it should be this, and you know what, I'm not going to, because they tell you in graduate school and psychology, you'll never make more than $100,000 a year. And I was like, no, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to make this my own thing, and I'm going to only take cash. I'm going to make a lot of money. And they're like, you're crazy. You're also arrogant. Who are you to create something new? I was literally told this by people. Exactly. Taking crazy pills or something? Mugatu. I love that character. So I didn't buy it. And I decided what it was going to be. And the really weird thing is that's what it became. So I'm not talking about like The Secret. And I'm not manifesting. No, I work. I don't manifest. But there is a lot of truth to the process of success and intention. So you have to set the intention with your mind. When you do that, you will then recognize, well, this is how it works. You set the intention, and then you have to recognize the opportunity when it shows up, and it's not going to look exactly like you want it to look. Then you have to take the opportunity, and then you have to pull it off. In other words, you have to succeed at it. And then magically you're successful. There's no such thing as an overnight success. I don't care if you inherit a bunch of money. I don't care if you make a bunch of money. There's no such thing. So because you have a mindset of I can do whatever I need to do, or I believe I want to live in this kind of a house, and what I'm saying is that that's not going to happen right away. It's not going to happen from reading a book. It's going to take you working and keeping that vision alive. Yes?
Can you say them all again? It was set intention. It's not going to look.
When it was like, it's going to show up, but not the way you...
You have to set your intention for what you want. In other words, visualize what it is that you want. And then you have to recognize the opportunity when it shows up. But it's not going to look exactly like you think it's going to look. You're going to be like, oh, the opportunity needs to be this, and then that'll make it into this. Nope, it's going to be something else, and you're not quite sure what it is. And so you take an opportunity that you think and feel might lead to something, but it's not going to be what you thought it was going to lead to. Like you want $1 million contract for something, and what's going to happen is the opportunity shows up, and it's like $2,500. And you're like, I don't work $2,500. Well, good luck. You just blew it. So then you go do the $2,500, and then you do the $5,500, and then maybe all of a sudden you do $100,000. I don't know. But it's not going to look how it looks. Then you have to pull it off. Please understand that I was not like an overnight successful person, okay? I was like in the trenches, in the gutter, literally with people, and I'm not joking at all. Like I didn't have enough money for food because I lived in San Francisco, and I would like get to the end of the month and I really would eat rice. And I'm not like, oh, poor me. Those were choices. I'm not a victim, all right? It actually galvanized me and was like, you know what? You can deal with anything. You can do whatever. I lived in my first office for 2 years. I lived in an office and like hid for 2 years with a cat. Because I knew I had to have a fancy office, and it wasn't even that fancy. I mean, not in my perspective now, but it was a nice office and I got some furniture and stuff and I lived in it. You know, but it grew because I had this vision. And you have to hold on to the vision in the face of it not working. It's not that easy to do, but it's a lot easier to do if you are aligned and if you're able to keep that vision alive for yourself. I'm really serious, and I'm not trying to pump you up. I mean this. You can make your life whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want. And that's why humans are so terrified and why we're always self-sabotaging. The reality is you're crazy powerful. Really. I'm not trying to pump you up. I'm not Tony Robbins. I shouldn't say that. So don't get me mad. But like, you know, you really can make it whatever you want it to be. And I just told you a little formula for what it looks like. It's not a bunch of other stuff. But understand you have to pull it off too. All right?